no fault of ours. So let's see. So that's why it's important to always check your transactions. When you get a message that so and so transaction has been done from your account, always monitor whether you have done that transaction or not. If yes, then it's fine. If it's not, then always report such transactions so the real culprit can be traced. And always check your credit limits. I mean, whether it's your credit card or whether it's your debit card, always check the credit transactions. Enable auto updates wherever possible. This means whatever digital devices you are using, laptop or phones, always go for auto updates. It's like security updates are already pulled in from the servers of the service providers, and they update your devices automatically so that you don't forget about it. Be cautious with IoT devices. Change default credentials and update firmware. Yes, this is another problem. Like big companies, they are easily penetrated because they forgot to change the default credentials of their IoT devices, and they fail to update their firmware on time. So it's, and not only companies, IoT these days, they are slowly and stealthily coming to our lives also. So it's better that we actually make security a culture across our homes and offices. We as an individual, we realize the importance of security. Okay, from individuals, let's focus on organizations. Tips for small versus large organizations. Okay, some of these tips, they apply to all the organizations, whether they are big or small, and some applies only for the larger organizations. Let's see. Use strong unique passwords for each account. Yes, this is applicable to all the organizations, whether they are big or small. Enable multi-factor authentication wherever possible. Yes, this is also absolutely applicable for all the organizations, whether it's small or big. Lock your devices when unattended. This is actually for the employees of the organizations. It's like whenever you are not using a device, then it's better to lock it. Because when you are working at an organization, if your device is given by your organization, that means that device is issued in your name. Until you are using that device, whatever happens from that device, you are responsible for that primarily. If an attack originates from your device, then primarily you will be held responsible. Maybe in the detailed investigation, it might reveal that when the attack took place, you were not using your device. Somebody else was doing it from your device. So the real culprit is the other person. But till that is proved, you will be held responsible. So it's always a best practice that whenever you are not using your device, always lock it. Whether it's your smartphone or whether it's your laptop or desktop, make it a point that if I'm not using my device, let's lock it. Log out of sensitive accounts after use. Yes, it's like now we have single session login. So that actually um, made ourselves much more vulnerable. It's like uh, because if we keep our Facebook account logged in and we give our phone to someone, then they can, for a time, for timing, they can impersonate us on the platform of Facebook. But yes, one good thing is the logging out of sensitive accounts is easier on banking platforms, banking and other financial platforms, because the internet banking platform of banks, they have actually lockout facilities. If you are inactive for more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they will automatically log you out. You have to again log in. So that's actually beneficial. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or opening unexpected attachments. Yes, this is a classical strategy of being safe from cyber attacks. Never ever click on suspicious links and download the suspicious attachments. So, in the previous example, we saw that Rosalie downloaded that particular file. She she shouldn't have done that, but she downloaded and then she got scammed. So that's why it's always says that do not click on suspicious links. Avoid phishing emails or messages. Check sender and grammar. Yes, one thing that always check the sender of the messages. You might get a sense of it. And grammar. Grammar, it's like typical of the phishing emails. There has to be some grammar mistakes. I think many of us have received that CSC image, I mean CSC message, sorry, where it says that your connection will be switched off tonight at 10:30 p.m. I too received that message, and the first thing that actually poked me is the spelling of previous. It was Pravious. It's misspelled. It should be Previous. So that's something that stuck me. That if it is from a genuine source, that is CSC, though that big or well known organization, they will never accept such a grammar, I mean, such a spelling mistake in their messages. So that's how I identified that message as a spam. Also, it was mentioned in that message that your previous month's due bill is due. But that's the thing. Previous month, which month? It can be the last month, it can be last month back before that, but it wasn't mentioned. So that's, I mean, these are the few strategies how to spot the phishing emails and messages. Only use secure Wi-Fi networks or a VPN on public networks. Yes, using VPN helps us a lot. So whenever you are on public networks, always use VPN. Next is staying proactive and informed. I think this is for entities, whether they are individuals or whether they are organizations. Let's see what they are. Update operating systems, browsers, and softwares regularly. See, why I said that these checklists are for entities, irrespective of the fact whether they are individuals or organizations, because see, update operating systems, browsers, and softwares regularly. It's like these three things we use personally as well as the company we work for. So it's important for an individual to keep OS, browser, and software of their personal system updated, as well as a company ensuring to update their OS, browser, and software of all the digital devices used in their premises. Run antivirus or anti-malware scans. Yes, once again, applied both for individuals and the organizations. Always use licensed copy of the antivirus and anti-malware products, and always scan your devices. So it's like if vulnerabilities are present, then they will be detected quickly. Backup important data, cloud or external drive. Yes, we can back up our data either on cloud or external drive. But yes, when it comes to cloud, we should be careful about the security requirements. And for external drive, we should ensure that I mean whatever external drives we are using, whether it is a pen drive or whether it is a SSD, it should be encrypted and locked with a password so that only legitimate users can access that. Review access permissions from apps and accounts. Yes, not only on digital devices, we are dependent on apps and accounts also. So, whenever we download and install an application on our mobile phone, the first thing it does after being installed is access permissions. Can I take your picture? I mean, can I take the access of your camera? Can I see your phone book? So we always need to check what permissions it is seeking and whether it really needs that permission. For example, let's consider that we are talking about a food delivery app. A food delivery app can request for accessing our location so that it can like quickly deliver the food. But it need not ask for access to our camera. No, it doesn't read. Whereas this particular access, it can be requested by other face read app because it uses that information to function. So that's how whenever we are installing apps on our devices, we should always consider what permissions they are seeking and whether we should be giving these permissions to them or not. Clean browser cache, cookies, and save passwords. Yes, this is once again a best practice. Always clear your browser cache, cookies, and refrain from saving passwords because you don't know tomorrow maybe if you lose your device and you have all this sensitive data on your device and someone gets to access your bypass your security and access your laptop, then they might be getting hold of this such sensitive informations. Check for signs of account breaches. Yes, this is something that the bigger companies like Google, Facebook, they are doing for a long time. It's like whenever there's a login from some new devices, these organizations they actually tend to notify their customers. It's like I'm using Facebook from my phone, and tomorrow I buy a new phone and log in from that. So, of course, Facebook is going to note that and send me a mail stating that you have logged in from a new device, whether it's you or whether it's somebody else impersonating you. So, always check such login alerts so that you know whether you are the only person using your account or somebody else is manipulating you by using your account. Unauthorized activity. This is common for banking apps. I remember one of my friend, he was telling me that suddenly, after a long time, he was using his internet banking platform. After a long time, like 2 to 3 years, and he did some transaction. He is the owner of the account and he is doing transaction, but yes, 2 to 3 years after, because he no longer needs the internet banking platform thanks to UPI. So he got a message that states that a supposed unauthorized activity is noted in your bank account. So it's like that's how the banks they actually identify, because over here is the user behavior. A person never doing a transaction on the internet banking is suddenly doing a transaction. So for the banks, this is an unauthorized or a supposedly unauthorized activity. So that's why they tend to inform the users that whether it's you or whether it's somebody else. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.
Dear participants, if you have any questions, then you may please ask.
Hello. Hello. सर
Yes, we can hear you.
फॉर्म
Please tell
कहाँ
me.
भरना है? सर फॉर्म कहाँ भरना है?
Uh, I think Tofik sir can answer that. Sir,
Yeah, we will share the form in the chat box. You may fill there from there. Our team is sharing the form in the chat box.
ओके सर.
Sorry, participants, we will not be able to share the presentations. Dear participants, if you have any question, then you may please ask. Sir, there is a
Dear presenter,
yes, please.
I just wanted to thank you guys for such a nice and informative session. I just wanted to thank all of you. Actually, I'm from Pakistan and so respect for you. And thank you so much, everyone. Such a nice session. I always
Thank you, ma'am.
receive the emails and reminders from you guys, and you guys are doing amazing. Such a good job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
sir, there is a question in the chat box from Kamran
Uh-huh.
Kashif. Data security is the part of GDPR.
Certainly. So, data security, as though GDPR talks about PII, which is personally identifiable information, which is also part of data. So, definitely, it's a core of GDPR.
All right. Thank you, sir, for this answer.
Most welcome.
Sir, there is another question from Mr. Subhashis Sarkar.
Mhm.
An example of clickbait used for updation of software.
Okay, so this is common. So let me give you not one but two examples. The first one is whenever you received a link on WhatsApp or through or email or through SMS also, and you click the link and it asks you that please update your Java or please update your Adobe to run the video or to run the to open the file. If you click, if you receive a link which is supposed to open a document in Google Drive, but a pop-up comes that you have to update your driver or update your browser to open the document. All these are example of clickbaiting. So if you click that, the update which gets downloaded may not be a Java or Flash or Google Drive update. It can be a malware. So always check from where the update getting downloaded. Is it a flash.com or java.com or google.com or a third party website? So that is that's the most important thing you need to check.
Thank you, sir, for this answer. Sir, there is another answer question from Mr. Hamza. How does a secure cyber attack open any of our passwords?
Very good question. So